Welcome to Beyond the Digital, darling.
A sneak peek behind the scenes at Beyond the Dawn.
Banter and all.
So get cozy, strap in, grab a brew, and enjoy. Hey! Welcome to another episode of Inside Our Crazy Mind.
Crazy.
Beyond the digital.
Darling. I like saying darling.
Darling.
Nice.
It's one of the things that I really enjoy calling people and also really enjoy being called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever called anyone darling.
No, I haven't.
Don't know why I like it. I just do. Darling.
It reminds me
Yeah.
like, you're my darling angel.
What era is that song from? You're too young to know that, surely.
I couldn't tell you when it came out.
I don't even know who sings it. I want to say Gareth Gates, but it's not Gareth Gates.
It's
I don't
definitely not
think.
Gareth
We
Gates.
used to call him Garden Gate as a kid.
Shaggy.
Has it not got Shaggy in it? Because he goes.
It's Shaggy.
Yeah.
When did Gareth Gates? Whenever did Gareth Gates do a song
I'm
with Shaggy?
sure that it's not just Shaggy.
Sure, I'm
I'm on
Do a
Spotify
quick
right
Google.
now.
Because we
What's
need
it
to know.
called? Is it called Darling?
Probably Angel.
Angel.
Yeah.
Of course it's called Angel.
Makes sense.
It's Shaggy and Raven.
I don't know who
No.
that is.
Not Gareth Gates.
No, definitely. not
Definitely.
Gareth.
Although, Gareth, if you're listening, you know, the
Maybe you
90s
should.
tunes are coming back.
Yeah, maybe you should cover that song.
Well, I've got the
Maybe.
90s hair now.
Mm.
I've got the dark underneath.
It
I've got
looks
the
so good.
Christina Aguilera
How
kind
did
of
you
vibe.
when we left you on Friday, you were like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you said
So
no.
when was the change?
In the hairdressers.
Did they
Because
persuade
she
you?
was like, no, we have the usual. I was like, at first, I was like, yeah, that's fine. Full head of bleach, please. And I was like, no, I keep thinking I want something a little bit different.
Mm.
Each time I've been blonde since high school. It's got blonder and blonder and blonder, and now it's white.
It is
Yeah.
white. It's
But
Gandalf white.
I need something a little bit different.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go for the Miley Cyrus / Christina Aguilera 90s kind of vibe.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like it's enough that if you didn't like it, it's not ruined your hair.
Yeah, well, she hasn't taken it through the pigment process, so it will wash out.
Mm.
So she's just done.
It's a trial.
Yeah, it's like you won't know it looking at it, but it's the darkest brown before black that she's put on my
Really?
hair because it
Wow.
was so white.
Yeah.
It's not gone that dark.
No.
That's crazy.
But it will wash out. She said, I'm not taking it through the pigment process in case you don't like it.
Nice.
Mm.
I think that's sensible.
So I went
Yeah.
for the 90s look.
It
Half
looks
an
I
hour.
good.
like it.
A bit up and a bit down.
A bit up and a bit down.
Yeah.
I had the Cruella de Vil black
Oh yeah.
underneath the platinum,
Mm.
like one
Mm.
layer underneath, and it was underneath my fringe, and I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that. That was a fun time.
I think the only thing I've really done is the dip dye
Mm.
and had blonde at the end.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah, I had pillow box red underneath at
Mhm.
one point, which was also inspired by Christina.
Nice.
Nice.
Like half a head bright red, and then the other half, because I used to have my hair your colour, that platinum blonde. Back in the day, long time ago.
I used to have red underneath when I did it in the school holidays.
Yeah.
I think it was plum. I think it was called plum. It was only meant to be like a 7 wash out thing, and it lasted. Never washed out.
I went to Tony and Guy. I used to spend a ridiculous amount of money going to, because that was like the hair salon
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone came out with the same haircut, remember?
Matching.
It was
the
practically
whole of
just
Blackpool.
one haircut.
Yeah.
But that was the place to go back then, so I used to go there, and I really enjoyed having it. I didn't enjoy the experience because it was never like a friendly place, but I enjoyed the quality
Yeah,
of the
of what you got
colour.
at the end.
Yeah, it's crazy how much your hair means.
It is. I feel like if your hair goes wrong, it's major. Like
God,
it's
don't tell me about it.
Sorry, bringing you some trauma.
Yeah, well, that's the risk you take being so blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it doesn't quite go to plan.
Yeah. I definitely will go blonde as the grey continues to come through.
I think you should go blonde.
I will.
It's a lot of maintenance though, isn't it?
I'm not going to do it for a while yet because I really like it darker. I know I've got a little bit of blonde in right now for the summer, but I'll go darker again in the winter.
Yeah, more cozy.
More cozy. But like like my extensions.
Yeah.
I love them. Love them. Couldn't go back now. Like under any circumstances.
No. I feel like when you've had that longer hair, going to short again, it's just not right.
Well, my next booking, the girls have booked me in for the entire day. So the extensions come out, the hair colour goes in.
Wow.
Once the hair colour's finished, the extensions go straight back in, no rest period. Because I can't handle just not having them.
And that takes a full day.
It's going to take a full day. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I think it'd be a fun day for me.
Yeah.
I'll come out feeling like $1 million.
Yeah, you could take a book to read or something and just chill.
Yeah. And apparently my pictures were used for them entering some awards. The transformation, like they put themselves forward for. One of them's put themselves forward for the colour, and one of them's put themselves forward for the extension.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's cool because, like, they're so talented.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be
that's it.
the
You've
model
always been
for
happy
their talent.
with the result.
Yeah.
I just think a full day. Wow.
You're going to be tired after that.
I get bored after 3 hours.
I'm okay as long as I've got my phone and I can work.
Mm.
If I can work from the chair on my phone, I'm fine. And you know what? That day I might actually take my laptop as well. Because why not?
I mean, you can just hook up to your phone internet and you won't even miss the day then.
Yeah, and this is what I used to say to people. Do you remember back in the day, back in the COVID years?
Oh yeah.
When I used to flit over to wherever I wanted to. And that glorious time when I lived in Fuerteventura for a few months. People always say to me, like, well, you just went visiting. I did really just go visiting. It was only a few months.
Yeah.
But I like to say that I lived there.
Well, you did in a way because you went for a holiday and you returned. Was it 3 or 4 months later?
Nearly 3 months later.
Yeah. Like you literally went for like a week's holiday.
Yeah, so I stayed there for a quarter. That's significant,
That's
right?
it.
Surely that's significant.
I'd say so.
Considering I only booked for a week, a cheeky week.
Yeah, and it just extended and extended again.
I just didn't want to come home.
No, I mean, when you can work from anywhere, why? Like, if you're going to be stuck in your house at home anyway, why not be stuck in a house in sunshine?
Right. And it was absolutely glorious. I used to work in the morning. I'd take the afternoons off. Yeah. And we'd go down to the beach and feed the chipmunks and play in my favourite sea and bay. And, it feels like 1,000,000 years ago now.
It does feel like a very long time ago.
The funny thing is, interestingly, if you asked me if I could go back to that time, even though it is a fantastic memory, I wouldn't. No. Because the person I was, the woman that I was during those 3 months, she was becoming who I am now, but we're not the same woman.
Yeah. Different people.
Yeah, and I wouldn't ever want to go back. Although the last few years of my life have been quite difficult by anybody's, yardstick. Yeah. I actually wouldn't change hardly anything. There are a few things.
I think everyone has them few little things, especially after everything.
Yeah.
That's been going on. There will be a few things to change, but
like if I saw a lamp and a genie came out, I know what my 3 wishes would be. Yeah. And I think I'm safe to say what they would be. Yeah. It's not like when you blow out a birthday cake candle and you're not supposed to tell, is it?
Yeah, no, I think we can.
You'd probably guess. This is a fun game. What would my 3 wishes be?
To be free.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
1 wish. I want exactly what you want, Jeannie.
Yeah.
Just to be free, please.
Yeah.
Feel good. To feel good.
I feel like that's quite a tricky question. Like, I wouldn't know what my 1 wish would be.
No.
Wouldn't know.
In my heart and in my mind and in my body and in my soul, I am already free.
Yes.
And that's what I need to remember.
Yeah, you are.
On the days where the paperwork doesn't match.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, much like time is a man-made concept and money is just a piece of paper with Charles's face on it, what does that piece of paper mean if it means nothing to you, the person? Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like the thing that's keeping me legally bound doesn't mean anything to me.
No, it doesn't have to.
No, and it hasn't for a long time.
Yeah, quite a while now.
Quite a while.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is. It is and it isn't. I feel like I'm really coming to terms with all of that stuff.
I agree. I feel like there's been a bit of a shift in the way you've looked at it recently.
Yeah, there has.
And being able to work around your life as well has helped.
Like, I think so.
Being able to be free with your workload and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I really do agree. I think everybody's feeling some sort of hardship at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have got that vibe, but it feels like when we're supporting people at the moment, I have one of two very, very different experiences. At the top end of the scale, there are clients who are so excited about changes and transitions in their life and business that they're actually like high on life.
Yeah. And
so ready to go.
They're ready to jump in and just go with it.
Right. And like our masterminders are a perfect example of that.
Are.
Just absolutely loving life, so excited for the next chapter. And then we have this kind of other end of the scale where some of our people are really struggling. And like, the thing that I found the hardest, and this happened in 2020 as well, is that when our clients who are finding things difficult, so for instance, perhaps they're going through some sort of time pressure or financial pressure, what they tend to do is they cut off their source of income.
Yeah, they do.
And that hurts me because the first thing that seems to happen is they cut their marketing budget.
Yeah. Bit of panic, isn't it?
Panic.
They just shut themselves in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a knee-jerk reaction, isn't it?
Yeah, for an immediate gratification.
Yeah.
So the way our brains work, because we are just animals, is that much like when you train a puppy when we're training Brinkley, the brain works on that instant gratification. You were telling me all about this the other day, about the immediate praise or the immediate kind of discipline. And it's exactly right the same with us, because we look at the landscape and we think, what will give me an immediate hit of relief? Yeah, absolutely. And then okay, well, I'll just not, that thing is a luxury, it's not a requirement.
I'll just remove that part.
I'll remove that part, which means I'll save 400 quid this month or whatever. But it's so often a false economy, because if I was to say to you, okay, you've got £5, you've got to make that £5 stretch. On one of the shelves is a giant bag of rice, like one of those massive ones that's practically the size of our torso.
Yeah, and it'll like last for
You've seen them there. If you can have one of them for £3, or you can save whatever, a few quid, and get one of these microwavable rice 2-minute jobbies. Realistically, you would be like, well, I'll get the giant bag of rice. I've got £2 left over. I spend me £3, but I get this giant bag of rice, and that's going to last me for however many months. Rice doesn't go off. All of these little economies in your head while you're making your decision. Rice doesn't go off. That's going to be 100 meals.
Literally.
Like, you start doing that math. Why don't we do that when it comes to our business? Because I swear, what people are doing, the ones that are feeling that scarcity and that lack, are going, oh, I know, I'll take the
quick fix.
Quick 2-minute 1 meal bag of rice, save myself that £4 or whatever. So I think people are doing that the same thing when it comes to business, is they're just taking the easy, quick, instant
I agree.
option rather than weighing up the longevity.
like relieve some stress, even if it's for a day.
Yeah,
They'll
people
feel
choose
that relief.
temporarily.
Yeah. And it's such a shame. So to put it into context, we had a number of clients, I think maybe 3 or 4 in 2020, around the March time when all the panic hit, who came to us and said, you know, I'm just not going to be able to continue. Some of them were in contract, some of them legitimately were able to cancel because they'd run their contract down. It wasn't all deserted contracts, but it was a bit of a mix. And I remember having a slight moment of panic myself, because obviously it's a knock-on effect.
I think, it is. It passes on, doesn't it? When you see other people panic around, you're like, do I need to panic? Like, should I be joining in here?
Yeah, and legitimate businesses that run steadily, they know that it only takes 2 or 3 people not paying their clients' invoices before their client doesn't pay their invoices. Then the cash flow to them doesn't come in and they are struggling or unable to pay their invoices. And what happens 7 leagues down the line starts to come to affect you. And it can be quite difficult. And I remember the time, and I remember everybody panicking. And this is where, again, my ADHD is a massive superpower, because we're fantastic neurodiverse people in a crisis. Bloody wonderful. Who do you want on your front line at a zombie apocalypse? Neurodiverse. Right?
Work through it.
Normal days, absolutely no. No, thank you. Normal standard days, no thanks. But crisis, throw it at us. We've got it.
Kicks in, doesn't it?
It just kicks in. We're brilliant.
Got to find a way out of it.
I think what it is we live in a state of crisis. So when everybody else isn't in crisis, we're kind of like, wow, we're alone here. And then when the rest of the world freaks out, it's like, this is cozy.
This is nice. Everyone's going to join.
I know what to do here.
All of a sudden I have friends. Yes, and it's like, I just decided the one thing that I was going to do was I was going to have a high level of compassion. And I was going to make sure that even if it put me on my arse, which it did for easily a month or so, that I was going to make sure that all of the invoices that I owed people got paid. I made a conscious, active decision that I, even though some of my invoices hadn't come into me, cash flow had been tight, people had freaked out. People had wasted my time on sales calls, discovery calls, and all the rest of it. There'd been lots and lots of things that had compounded my situation so that I was under pressure. But I made the conscious decision, whilst under that pressure, that I wasn't going to change my behaviour. And I felt like that was it. Carry on. Keep your character, keep your character flowing. Don't let these things affect the way you behave towards other people. Because is there actually anything more important than you stopping being one of the dominoes? Like, if you can be that domino that doesn't fall onto the next, right? Like, and if a few of us did that, would the lasting impact of that negative ripple
be as big?
Exactly. Can we contain it? How many of us can stand and face it and contain it? It's like that thing, isn't it, in war, where there's a certain level of retreat, and then whoever you are in the kind of like lineup, a certain amount of people will stop and turn and face the fight.
Sometimes you have to do that to get through it. You've just got to face it sometimes,
right? And you're not facing it just for you, you're actually facing it for lots of people, so that it stops with you. And people talk about this with generational trauma. They're like, it ends with me, generational trauma ends with me. Well, how about today's behaviours? How about today's panic? How about today's knock-on effect? We talk about kindness ripples all of the time in our company, but what about the flip side of that? Because there's always balance, there's always yin and yang, there's a light to every dark and vice versa. So what I did during that time was 3 key things. So the first key thing was I gave ultimate acceptance and compassion to everybody who wanted to leave, and even if they were in contract, I let them go without fighting them for what I should have been owed.
Like with the contracts they should have gone through, but in that moment they needed your help.
Yeah.
And you gave that compassion.
Yeah, but I will have to caveat that this were the days before I had other people's wages to worry about.
Yeah,
it is different. Like now the you know, there's employees and things. It might not be the same decision. When people don't pay our invoices now, it's not just me they're stiffing all of you. You know, so there is something to be said for there was a freedom that I had in that moment of business.
Yeah, it was a different time of the business.
For us, it
different.
was. Yeah, it was me, personally me, that was taking the hit. So it was a bit easier to make that decision. I mean, oh God, it didn't feel easy.
It was not easy.
But at the same time, you know, there wasn't lots of other people to consider. So that's the first thing. And the second thing was I decided not to buy into the panic that had been displayed around me. I decided that, yes, times were tough. Everybody was going on lockdown. People were going on furlough.
Yeah.
You know, there was these panics over what money would come in, what money could be earned, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And I just kind of thought, right, I can't make a conscious decision right now on what the state of the situation is, because the state of the situation hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
And also, within that, kind of made the decision that people's health is the most important thing, and that's the thing we should be focusing on. Not just the people that were poorly with COVID, but the mental health of the people who weren't.
Yeah,
it was
definitely a big mental health knock on to everyone, wasn't it?
I think it still is now.
Yeah.
Do we not have like COVID trauma or something?
I do have COVID trauma.
Yeah.
I hated every minute of COVID.
Yeah. So that was that. And then the third thing was I made the third conscious decision that I was going to go out of my way and be ridiculously generous with my time and my energy. And I was going to go out and just shine a light. And I think one of the things that I did, if I remember correctly, was I gave all of my membership people a free hour one-to-one.
Yeah.
Which
you did.
Yeah, which I think at the time I was charging something like 500 quid an hour.
Yeah.
So I lost quite a lot of money in doing that. Not that that mattered, because it didn't. It was a good thing to do. It was the right thing to do at the time. And I suppose I should caveat that with the fourth thing, which wasn't a conscious decision, but just one that was very natural to me, which was instead of reducing my visibility, I increased it.
Yeah, you made yourself open to people. If they needed help, you were there.
Yeah, I went out and all of it was organic, although what I will say is that I did dabble with Facebook ads.
Yeah.
And I found them to be very, very effective. And I still swear by, as long as you've got a good ads manager, like Katie. I'll speak more about Katie later. But as long as you've got somebody who actually knows what they're doing, like Katie does, you can do really well with it, especially for evergreen stuff. We didn't really have evergreen stuff back then, but we did still create lead generation. And lots of people were coming online, so it was a bit of a
so many people moved to online in them days.
Yeah, they did.
There was no other choice. We had to.
How many high street businesses did we help set up, like on social, like that had never bothered? I remember phone calls from people that were like, "Yeah, I've never bothered with Facebook because I've never needed to." Yeah,
I've never been pushed to it.
Yeah. Oh, I never thought I'd have a business page. There's no need for it, and then.
There is every need.
It was all of a sudden overnight, And I found that the handful of clients that didn't freak, that stayed and continued and allowed us to give them more. So instead of cancelling or retreating or being fearful, they trusted us to add more value.
Yeah, do more.
So we did more for the same investment. We went above and beyond to support them, and they benefited. And I remember when we did a review somewhere, when did we go into the first studio? Was it December 21?
Yeah, it would have been.
So it must have been around July or August when we did the review. And we figured out that I think 8 out of the 10 companies that stayed on the same situation and allowed us to give more value for the same investment and stuck with it and didn't panic was still not only very much in business but thriving.
Yeah, they were doing well.
But more than that, they'd purchased with us again and they'd up-leveled. So the support that they'd come to us for at the beginning was starter support, and 8 out of 10 of them, all 10 of them were still in business, but 8 out of 10 of them were thriving. 2 of them were exactly the same, they'd maintained. 8 of them were thriving and had actually come back and purchased a higher level of support so they could thrive again. And that was basically around the time, the summer before we got the first studio, because we started talking about needing a studio
that was it.
to be able to offer content support, because that's where they were going.
They were making their way towards that and we needed the space for it.
And unfortunately, although not surprisingly, the 4 that retreated are no longer in business. They're not.
Panic.
The proof is in the pudding, right?
I mean, it's easy for us to see it from our perspective.
Yeah, of course.
Because we do have that bird's eye view. It's dead easy for us to see it from our perspective, because we get to see so many things from a bird's eye view.
Yeah, we see everything, don't we? From up above, because we're helping people. We see how it goes.
You can see everything.
How do you guys feel at the moment in terms of churn? Are we getting a lot of questions from our clients about their churn? A massive shout out to Katie Coella, who sponsored today's episode. If you don't know Katie, you really should, and you can find out all of her details in the directory notes of this podcast. What Katie does is help amazing entrepreneurs with her 20 years of experience, and she's also a certified business strategist, and she helps with Facebook ads, and she also helps with WhatsApp automation, which is a wonderful way for you to create extra leads, to give you the opportunity to grow your list, and obviously to get those all important sales. The thing that we love about Katie is she's so passionate about helping women grow businesses in their own way without having to do the same old crap everyone else is doing, with the amount of freedom that they truly desire. And we absolutely adore that sentiment in our business alongside with Katie as well. She's a real fantastic asset, not just to your little business black book, but also to your network, because she offers so much exceptional advice and care in an area that has become increasingly more difficult for us to navigate. She does one-to-ones, VIP days, and she has a whole host of great visibility herself all over Facebook and Instagram. If you want to connect with her, she's definitely somebody that you want to get to know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like we are getting more emails about it and people are reaching out for our opinion. But I think that it's expected right now.
Yeah.
Like everyone's thinking the same. It's just only a select few coming out and questioning it.
Yeah. I think membership churn is quite high anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Low subscription, constant reoccurring membership churn is quite normal.
People are more willing to jump into that though, aren't they?
Yes.
Because it is the low subscription. They don't think about it.
Yeah.
They just go for it. It's the bigger stuff that people are like, hang about. Should I do it? Should I not? And
high ticket items.
Some people choose the not and they go for the low ticket instead, which is still helpful, still helps them, but it might, sometimes they need to go for the big one.
Yeah, it might not get them to the level where they want to be, not right way anyway.
Yeah. That's where opportunity cost comes in.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I bet you if we was to put a poll out and we were to talk about opportunity cost right now, it wouldn't even be on the radar of the majority of the people that we serve as an audience, because people are hunkered down so much now to income and sales and lead gen that opportunity cost has taken
a little sidestep
away, which hurts my heart, because again, what if rather than stopping your marketing, stopping your visibility, what if instead of cutting off the artery to your income stream, you actually looked for more opportunities for income
to just grow,
bring more in rather than not sending more out. Send more out, bring more in. This is the money energy. This is the financial energy.
Well, people get stuck on those, isn't it? People get stuck there because it can be a bit worrying because they don't know what the reward will be.
And then it all comes back to your emotional well-being, your welfare state, and your money mindset. And this is I feel like when I first went into business and money mindset was introduced to me as a concept, I was like, oh, this is fantastic. This is so wonderful. Like, you just fix this in yourself and then abundance comes to you. And the longer I stay in business, the more I realise that some people adopt money mindset shifts and some people do not. Some people will work on money mindset every single day of their life and shift not 1 inch. Which is heartbreaking. But you can bring a horse to water, you can't force it to drink. Some people will work on money mindset regularly and shift every single time because they just have the acute ability to unlock their own brain. To really allow their mind to expand. And then some people will work on money mindset to such a deep and wonderful degree that they will occasionally touch back into it. But actually it's an adopted behaviour that they don't have to fight too hard for on the day-to-day. I'm somewhere in the middle, I think.
I'd say so.
Because I slip back. I revert back. Every now and then I get to a point where I'm like, I've totally got this money mindset.
I feel like you bounce between the two. But it depends on your mental state.
Yes, it does. And my hormones.
Depends on the personal situation as to where you are in that mindset.
But isn't that true of like all things? Like, who you are when you're at your absolute end of your tether is who you really are. And I'll tell you, when I'm at the end of my tether, who I really am is not great. Can't remember whether it was a door or a coat that I shouted at yesterday. But
to be fair, I feel like shouting at doors is so common. You walk into it, it's the door's fault.
Absolutely.
Like, why were you there?
I got something caught and I turned around and I was like, why do you have to be so bloody difficult? And I'm thinking, what am I shouting at? Who am I shouting at?
But it's when you're at the end of that tether that it's too hard to hide them little things, so you just release them.
You release them.
I nearly shouted at the Hoover this morning.
Did you? You were sweating.
I was sweating.
It's just got such good suction, and it was fighting against that.
Yeah, and then I tripped. Then I stepped back onto it. I thinking I was stepping back on you guys, and I wasn't. I was like, James. Hoover's called James.
James is the Hoover.
James is the Hoover.
Yeah.
So funny.
So funny. That's what being at the end of the tether does.
No, it is. It absolutely is. So I guess if I was going to give one piece of advice to, maybe not one piece of advice, I can't just give one.
It'll be a little bundle of advice.
Here's a little bundle of advice. Well, maybe we should all give a little bundle of advice. So my bundle of advice is, first and foremost, try not to reduce your immediate budget for the things that actually bring you income. I'm trying not to sound condescending, but it's such an easy accidental mistake to make. Because unless you're a marketing executive or you have a lot of marketing knowledge, it's one of the first things that is outsourced, but it's also one of the first things to go under times of stress. But the lack of visibility will harm you down the line. You might not feel like it today because, you know, having your social media managed or having PR on staff or having your Facebook ads running or any of those types of things may not have been giving you immediate results. So you think, oh, it's okay to cut that off because it's not actually doing anything for me. But it is. It is. It's planting seeds today that will be fruitful. And what you're essentially doing is choosing the instant gratification of saving that cash now rather than accumulating the possibility of cash in the future.
Yeah.
And quite often you don't recognise the results that are waiting in the wings, and you cut it off just the moment before these things begin to like really become fruitful. So that's one piece of the little bundle of advice. My second bit of advice would be, if you are looking to either stretch a budget or to hold a budget, which is obviously the advice we're giving, have a good mix, especially with social media right now. Have a good mix of organic and paid sponsored.
Definitely.
Like we cover the organic stuff quite well for our clients, and obviously a lot of our clients work with Katie in terms of their ads as well, and just give a really good opportunity to get both things set up, because they are run differently in terms of algorithm. You are going to hit different markets, you are going to hit different visibilities. I'm not going to go into the ads too much because that's not my area of expertise. It's definitely Katie Coelho's expertise. But you have the opportunity to have a dual situation there, rather than just one or the other.
Definitely both will benefit.
Yeah. And I think it's a bit of an illusion, because lots of people say, I'm just going to do it myself, and then they don't.
No, it's something you want to do.
Yeah, but it's like growing a seed, like you said.
Yeah.
Like, too much sun, it's going to die. Too much water, it's going to die.
Yeah.
But a mixture of both.
You need both.
You can flourish.
Yeah.
And flourish.
I like that.
I think as well, there's been a little bit of bad press for social media advertising.
Yeah, I feel like that has been about quite a bit recently.
There really has. And I think, the whole situation with Zuckerberg and the Cambridge Analytica scandal a few years ago, but that was years ago.
It was.
And things have balanced out. And I know that obviously ads is one of those dark realms that we don't step into. But our friends that work in that arena are getting some really exceptional results.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think if you have a budget and you're wanting to get more out of that budget in this climate, that's not a bad thing. So so push the value that you're getting, negotiate the value that you're getting. But plough into those things that will increase your lead generation, that will increase your potential evergreen sales, those self-liquidating offers that cover themselves, that kind of thing. But don't neglect that. Don't take it away. Don't stop it, because actually that can be the thing that is getting momentum. And momentum compounds.
Yeah, like in the moments they've got to think, instead of thinking of the right now, think of the future and make the decision based off the future instead. Think about the long term of your business. If I had to give, I'm doing it again. If I had to give one piece of advice, I don't know where that phrase comes from. It's stuck in my head. So I'll give some more advice. Yeah.
Right.
I think the powerful things is the mix between organic and paid advertisements. And that's not, we're talking about Facebook today, but it's not just Meta. There are other places as well, but Meta is a really strong one. The other thing that Katie does, which I think is pretty sexy, WhatsApp automation.
It's great. It's so good. I feel like so many people don't know about it as well.
People aren't using WhatsApp, but it's Meta. But it is such a tricky beast. It's not something I'd want to get into myself. You do need an expert.
You do, definitely.
But just if you think about us and our group chats,
and everybody's on WhatsApp.
Everybody. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody's on WhatsApp. It's so good. And like in terms of launch, when the Facebook group's visibility is 12 people out of 21,000 has seen this post, and you put something out and the organic reaches to, I don't know, a couple of thousand. Even with your ads, you put your ads out and they get to a couple of 100,000 or whatever. Imagine the power of WhatsApp, because I'm not the expert here, but there's a completely different way in.
100%.
And that's what Facebook groups were in 2019, 2020. It was a different way
now.
in. It's changed again, but WhatsApp is one of those great kind of corners of commerce that's up and coming that people aren't fully utilising yet. That actually could be really helpful.
People don't realise it's there. Like, people don't know you can use it in that way.
Yeah.
It's not really spoken about unless you know. You're not going to know.
Yeah, but it's really powerful too. So I think that's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I would say is, and I've been banging on about this all year, but I'm going to keep banging on about it until probably mid to late 2025, that all the statistics show that right now one of the most powerful things that you can do is what we're doing right now, which is podcasting.
Yeah.
You know, so we walk the talk, we do the thing that we're telling other people to do.
Yeah, we follow our own rules.
Well, we do follow our own rules, and we break our own rules, darling.
We do.
All day, son. All day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, bloody hell, life is a bit tough at the moment.
Yeah. Stick with it.
Stick with it. I think I put a post out earlier. And it was all about grit.
Yeah.
And grit is basically having the bravery and stay to just not give up.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily have to have all of the answers, and you don't necessarily have to fix things immediately. Solutions don't have to be available to you, but you almost have to be able to just survive.
Just keep going through it.
Right. Just hold on one more day. One more day. Yeah, and that courage of having that grit and bravery and just, you know, turning to face the wall.
That's it. You have to do it.
Turn your face to face the battle. Yeah, but without letting it turn you into a crumbly chocolate digestive.
Yeah.
Or if you have to crumble like a digestive, crumble around friends that can put you back together.
That's it.
And let yourself feel all the feels, but then get up again.
And then just keep going.
Just keep going.
No matter what happens.
Yeah, I think one of the most, I don't know whether it's very inspirational or actually a bit sad.
Right.
But most of the successful entrepreneurs out there, the only reason why they're successful is because they didn't quit.
Yeah.
So all these special things that we have, all these fancy expertise that we have, all of our ego over our awards and how we've built these businesses and all the rest of it, and actually all you need to do is just not give up.
Yeah, it's not smooth sailing, but if you keep going and don't give up, you'll get to the point where it's smooth sailing.
Yeah,
just keep swimming.
You have to weather the storm to get out of it.
That's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
This has been I feel like we've had a very businessy conversation.
We have.
It's been good though.
It has been good. Should we have a very quick personal roundup? Because I feel like we've missed out loads of gossip.
Yeah. Personal life. How is...
You broke your foot. Well, maybe not broken.
I think it's my pinky toe. Yeah. It only hurts when I wear shoes, so we just don't wear shoes. It's all good. Apart from outdoors, have to wear them outdoors.
Yeah.
That is... Just don't get stood on by horses and you won't break your baby toe. There we go.
Bless
nice
you.
and easy.
It does that really painful.
It's not too bad. It was. I feel like the most painful thing is all the money that went to camp and we couldn't attend it because he was too stressed. Just a little baby. But we'll do it again because it's worth it.
Yeah. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
That's it. I will pay for the same camp again and we will succeed next time.
You will. You will. And that's the right attitude to have. 100%. And you've got your sexy hair.
Yeah.
Have you had anything else happen this week? Any good personal?
No.
Oh, it's been a quiet week.
It's been a quiet week. Yeah. I had my hair done. I went for the Miley Cyrus look. I had a crazy dream.
Oh, you did?
Oh, tell me about the dream.
The dream was weird. It was a few days ago now. I was in a really dark sweet shop.
So weird.
Really dark, like an old-fashioned Victorian sweet shop.
That's freaky straight away.
There were no lights. It was just the light that was coming through the window.
Was there any music? Was there
no? What was weirder? Weirder a word? Weirder. What was more weird?
More weird.
More weird.
Yeah.
I was served in the sweet shop by Paul O'Grady.
Oh, that's freaky.
Paul O'Grady was trying to sell me gobstoppers.
Of all sweets, they're probably the worst ones.
And
like the really big ones. As a kid, you'd lick them till your tongue bled.
Yeah,
I remember it was there.
I didn't have any of that.
I didn't just buy one. It was by. It was by the pound. I was like, can I have so many pounds worth of gobstoppers? And he was like, we don't do them by pounds, we do them by grams. And I was like, well, whatever the conversion is, I'll have that, please. I remember it was quite crispy. I'm brown. Can I have a conversion, please? It was weird.
That is
And then
weird.
he charged me £46.
What?
It was only
Not
as I
worth
was buying them, he put the price up. Like the little sign, like saying so much per.
I know where that's come from, but I can't say on the podcast. I know exactly
Weird.
where that's come from.
And then he asked me if I wanted any dips with it. And then when I looked at the dips, this fridge, like old fashioned, like ice cream fridge
Yeah.
that you get, then with his scoop, that's where his dips were. But his dips were luminous green. Like, do you like the tin foil that you get a jam tart in?
Yeah.
That tin foil, there was sugar in it and like this green goo. And he was like, do you want a dip? I think it was like an extra 50p. So I don't know, alright, I already paid £46 for like some gobstoppers, you're alright. And then my mum burst into my room and told me I was going to be late for work. And I had 20 minutes to get ready.
Oh my gosh. I know where the Paul O'Grady and the price being put up whilst you were paying comes from. I can't say.
You're going to have to tell us after because I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well, we had a conversation about somebody who looks a bit like Paul O'Grady, who's just put the price up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was weird, but because I woke up with such a jolt, I set off a migraine.
Oh, did it?
Paul O'Grady gave me a migraine.
Paul O'Grady's not even with us.
No,
He
he's not.
visited you in
I used
from
to
beyond.
love watching shows. Like,
Did you?
yeah, with his little dog and his piano.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
funny.
it was weird. I can still remember, like, I can still picture it in my brain. So my head, it's a bit itchy as well because my hair didn't quite take again this time. So she kept the bleach on.
For a bit longer.
Yeah, a lot longer.
Your
The point
scalp a
was
bit
like,
sore.
it's a bit burning. Should it? My scalp look alright. It's a bit red. Oh, it's fine.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Pain is
Like
beauty.
smeared a finger on my hair.
Or
Like, no,
beauty,
it's fine. We'll just leave it on for another 10 minutes.
It looks fantastic though.
It does.
Totally
Nice.
worth it. Totally worth
Yeah,
it.
my scalp's a bit itchy because you left it on a bit longer, so because it didn't develop as it should.
That's
So
annoying.
that's going back to the issues of being blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are the risks that you take?
that's it.
Full
How's your-
circle.
Yeah. How's your week been done?
So, strap in, ladies. No.
Hold on.
Hold on. My week has been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So, if I didn't know better, I would have told you that perhaps I'm bipolar.
Oh,
Now, I know I'm not bipolar. I'm ADHD,
Yeah.
and sometimes the two look like the same thing,
Yeah.
but they're not. But I've had a bipolar week, and that's probably the most efficient way to describe. I'm either high on life because I feel incredibly lucky right now and incredibly grateful because of the relationships that I have in my life and the people that I have in my life, and the addition of people in my life that just mean everything to me. And I've been very, very lucky. So like, I think I put on Facebook a few days ago, I was like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And I really do feel that. I really feel so incredibly grateful and so lucky. But there's been a lot thrown at me from the other side. And it feels a bit like life dodgeball at the moment. And quite a decent amount of it is personal stuff. And, you know, I'm going through a divorce, and divorce isn't easy.
That's it.
So I think, you know, you look at these different things and just the daily weight of trying to get through it all.
Just navigate your way through.
Yeah, it's really difficult. So then there's that, and then there's lots of things. And I think my brain has been a bit like Piccadilly Circus. There has been just constant traffic every single day. All over the place. And again, massive highs. My daughter was in a fantastic production. She was absolutely amazing. I had a really wonderful evening on Tuesday, and met some new amazing people. Well, one new amazing person attached to my amazing person. And, you know, those are really, really high things and really, really wonderful things. And then I've had a lot of kind of not so wonderful things, and just my brain twirling. And it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, it does.
And it gets a little bit difficult to navigate sometimes. And I mentioned on Facebook also this last week about rejection-sensitive dysmorphia, which is something that people with ADHD or people who are on the neurodivergent spectrum often get. Yeah, so it's something that a lot of people who are neurodiverse kind of have to deal with. And it's the subtle sense of rejection that comes on. It comes on from the most subtlest of things, but it actually is immediate.
Yeah.
And it sends us into a spiral of, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I am no good, I don't deserve good things, these people don't actually care about me.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing my positive psychology, one of the things that I talk about quite regularly, and I will be taking our people through, is this really important sense of need for belonging. And what RSD does is it disconnects your emotional centre to the feeling of belonging.
Yeah.
Now, on top of that, if you were to add on my personal flavour of trauma, where I was constantly told that I was a piece of shit human, I've got a lot of that. It's for me, it's a trifle of that.
Yeah,
not
layers.
just it's just layers upon layers upon layers.
Yeah.
Of trying to wade through that thought and feeling that actually my people don't really care about me, and actually, people don't really want to be my friend, and all of these awful feelings that come up, and you can't stop it.
No, it's something you can't control. You just have to let it live out, speak through it.
Yeah, and you can backpedal through it. Once it's like a firework. Once it's gone off, it's gone. But then you can be like, okay, so it's gone off. What actually is occurring here? Is
try and contain it.
Yeah, is the world ending, or is it just a pretty sparkle that's going to dissipate in a minute? Like, is this a real fire, or is it just a firework?
Yeah.
And actually, it's always just a firework.
Yeah, but in that moment, it doesn't feel like a firework.
God, no, because your brain's lying to you. Your brain is basically lying to you, and it's suspicious, and it's judgmental of other people. It's a really actually awful, and for people like me that are generally quite accepting, you look around at the people that you love the most and go, I wonder why they're pretending. Why are they making out that they actually care about me? Because it doesn't make sense to me. And then you have to go, wait, this is my bloody brain
that's it,
lying to me. Don't let it win. So that's been rife this week, and I do struggle a little bit sometimes with being the only, although I'm not single, but being the only kind of single in the village, because sometimes I get to spend large periods of time by myself, and I do think that usually, and you guys will probably attest to this, my default is to work. But I needed after this launch not to work.
No, you needed a break, definitely.
So I did painting by numbers instead.
Love it.
I'm excited to see the final thing.
Yeah, same.
I've been acting like a grandma. I've had a heated blanket over my knee in July.
Yeah.
Copious decaf coffee.
It's a good weekend.
Yeah. The animals and painted by numbers. And I did have a lovely Sunday. I had a really, really like almost ideal Sunday, so I can't complain at all. But yeah, it's been a very, very strange week.
Yeah.
But I feel also that I've walked into this week feeling entirely different. So I wonder if that roller coaster was also me processing.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
I think sometimes we don't reflect back on those dodgy weeks and think actually there's a learning in there somewhere.
Yeah, dodgy weeks just want to forget about what's happened, but should reflect back on what you've learned, what the universe is trying to tell you.
That's it, yeah.
I feel like the universe is telling us that things have to change.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's happening to a lot of our people as well.
It is, I agree. A lot of people are feeling it.
Yeah. things are shifting, things are moving. Oh, and of course we had the general election.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe we haven't talked politics.
Yeah, we have.
Probably best to end the podcast there.
Probably is.
I'm happy with the result. I'm going to say that. I'm really happy with the result.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes a Tory.
No.
And on that note,
that's not quite true, but okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me again today.
Always.
And we'll see you again, our lovely listeners.
Yeah.
Next time.
Very soon.
Ta-ra.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to follow our socials.
Join our free group and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Join us next time.
Love you. Bye.